I love what I do. And while I could not possibly mean for this to sound condescending in the slightest, please allow me to share, in a moment of candor, that the same light bulb moment that ignites within you when your students get it is the same one that sparks within me when you laugh at a joke, or furiously take notes, or hold up your phone to take pictures of a screen that I spent an obscene amount of time designing and aligning and animating, only for some folks to ignore. I'm a bore compared to this. But your students would never do that to you. See, it's similar what we do. Our skills and our interests, they overlap, but I know it's not the same. I love what I do, but my job is not the greatest job in the world. It's just a tribute. You see, there's an inherent nobility to what you do that I fear you cannot fully understand or appreciate until you're not doing it anymore. Amen. The daily grind to mold young minds, the opportunity to make a difference, the knowing in your heart that despite the interruptions, the data collection, the curriculum work, the angry parent, the naive legislature, and the deceptive press in search of the next clickbait headline. Despite the all calls to the office, the unprepared students, the supplies you buy when others won't, the picture days, the musicals, the late nights, the bus rides, the missed plan periods, the unfunded mandates, the subplans for substitutes that don't exist, the chicken patties, the foursquare on the playground, the girl drama, the boy drama, the colleague drama. In a weird, sick way, it's what I miss the most. The drama, the grind. The knowing in your heart every morning that what you do matters. See, I fell in love with teaching at 17 years old, when a giant of a man stood in the middle of a muddy football field in the pouring down rain and bellowed, "I love my job!" And I thought, you know what? I think I could too. Anybody ever have a teacher make an impact on you? That's because you were going through something that needed them to. A part of you was missing, and the teacher filled it when no one else could. And I know this, if it wasn't impossibly hard, it could never be impossibly rewarding. You set out to make a difference, and to be sure, you are making a difference. But the burdens that you carry on your back are the very reasons why a difference needs to be made at all. I know that every day you are overrun by the needs of your students. Needs that exceed the expertise that we've been hired to provide. But thankfully, we live in a country that does not cast kids aside when someone else determined they don't deserve to be educated. And while there are most certainly inequities and copious amounts of work to be done, my friends, I don't care what the international test scores say. The work is being done. And while the system is flawed, it is not broken. It is gushing at the seams from the hearts of people just seeking to find their place in this messy endeavor we call educating children. You have to be the filter. You have to be the one to sort through all of the research and the programs and the new ideas. You're the only ones qualified to perfect it and then share out what works and what doesn't. And while there are certainly those who would sell you a magic bullet, those of us in the know that magic bullets can't be bought from a textbook company. They are not found in any single piece of research, and they are not a computer program. The swords that slay the demons of ignorance, illiteracy, and apathy are forged in the blast furnace of kindergarten lunchroom duty and high school track meets. They're chaperoning the most awkward of middle school dances and greeting kids at the door in the rain. You become the magic bullet when you choose to celebrate the grind, embrace new ideas, and courageously pursue something more than just the status quo. If you've ever tried something new in your school, give me one clap. Anyone ever been teaching and had students take a nap? Anyone you know say, must be nice to have summers off, that you wanted to slap? If you've ever been in a fight with a copy machine and thought, yeah, we about to have a mishap. If you've ever cried or lost sleep or worried about a child who wasn't yours, go ahead, clap twice. Because you know that most injuries can be cured with a single bag of ice. Y'all didn't teach middle school. I'll bet you never look at a hat again without thinking about lice. Ever told a kid 2 times to try to be nice? Ever had to say the same thing to a colleague, but you had to say it thrice? 3 claps now if you frequently work more than 40 hours a week. If your wardrobe is mainly school color, chic. But you know in your heart every student's unique. 4 claps now if you leave work most days dog tired. 4 more for the teachers for whom you admire. My friends, I love what I do, and I would be eager to work on behalf of you or your students, but mine is not the greatest job in the world. It is just a tribute to each and every one of you. Thank you.